Hi, I'm Matthew. Welcome to my channel, and today it's time for a shave. Real quick, I'm gonna wet my face. Well, I got about a day and a half worth of growth, and the timer right here, it's red, and it seems like it's lowered for some reason, so it's distracting. But anyway, I was supposed to do this shave on Sunday, got a little distracted and pulled away from things. And then I was going to do a shave today because it's Veterans Day, so I'll just say thank you now for all the veterans that have served and that are currently serving. And usually on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, I do some kind of a shave and pull out some fancy stuff and, you know, all that. But today I thought, you know what, I'm going to skip all that, and I'm going to kind of do a soap review slash razor test. Too many things at one time. But I want to say thank you to Eric for sending me this soap thumbnail. This is Savon New. Now, you know, my Louisiana French is not real good, so this would be naked or nude, and this would be soap. So this is an unscented soap. This was something I requested a while back, and kind of talked to Eric a little bit about it. And he saw my side of things and said, you know, this is a good idea. So this is an unscented tallow-based soap. And I think Sean did the label work. I'll put both people's links to their channel in the description below. Here's what the soap looks like. 3.5 ounces of soap. And this is a very dense soap. It's going to go a long way. And it's naked. I mean, no scent. And one of the reasons I thought this was such a good idea is because if you have your own scent oils, or if you have a favorite splash that you like to use, but you're a straight razor shaver, this soap is super slick, and it gives you the option to use this one soap with many scents, and so that's very attractive to me. You can go to his Etsy page, which is the Cajun Blade, and you can find his soaps. He's got some other soaps on there, and they run $16-ish. But if you enter my code, MattShaves10, and I'll put a little thing right here, you will save 10% on your order today. Now, I have reviewed the one of his other scents in the past, and I have no, you know, thought that this is going to be less slick because it's the same formula. My brain, German, French, English, Canadian. Anyway, I do have it lathered up here in my Captain's Choice copper bowl. And I used 1/4 teaspoon, and this soap loved the water. It was pretty thirsty, and I used 16 mils of water, and I could probably cut that in half and use 1/8 of a teaspoon. Is 1/8 smaller or bigger? Anyway, I could use a 1/16. I could use whatever I want because it's my shave and it's my way. Anyway, thank you, Eric, for sending this to me. I offered to purchase it, but he said he would just go ahead and send it to me because we're getting pretty close. He sent me a conical stone to try out, and so I'm going to try it on this Dovo razor, and you probably can't see it. It's a Bismarck. For some reason, for me, the Dovo steels are always kind of challenging to get a good edge on, and so I wanted to stick with a razor that I've had ever so shave results with it. It does pass the hanging hair test, so I feel like I have really good expectations for this edge, and I'm going to try it and see. And you're going to get to see it, hear it with me. Here we go. Pass number 1 with the grain, and I'm going to kind of look in the mirror here. The cheeks, for me, are always no problem. And since I'm not a master honer, I can't say that this is going to be good or bad, or it's just, you know, one of those things to experiment around with. What you see in this video, I would not suggest trying as far as my shave technique. So far, you know, the soap has plenty of residual slickness. And I would expect nothing less. But, you know, like I said, on my cheeks, I could shave with a piece of broken glass and it's probably, you know, going to do a great job. But when it gets into these areas, it's going to be the real test for me on this particular edge. And I'm not going to talk a whole lot when I'm doing it. I can tell it's still a little jumpy. Now, this is where I may have gone wrong. I just was wanting to try the conical edge, and so I had went through the progression that I know, but I didn't use my finishing stone, which is a synthetic, because I wanted to test this particular edge. And so with it being a little jumpy, I may need to go back and finish with that other synthetic stone, but I did strop, I don't know, probably 75 or so times with this on leather. I was hoping that this stone I would fall in love with, but the verdict is still out because one test run with it is not enough to say, yes, it's the best, or no, it's not. And I know it's, you know, I can't blame the soap or the brush. I can't really even complain about the stone or the razor because ultimately it's a tool and it comes down to the way I've used it. Did I shave with it correctly? Did I hone it correctly? Those are all things that I will have to blame. Oh yes. So we will continue with the shave. Second pass is much nicer, so I can say that for sure. This will be the area that I'll have to make my judgment call on. I've got a sponge over here that I'm wiping off the goodies. Feeling a little tuggy, boys. But like I said, this area here is always a touchy spot for me. If you could only see the lather on the sponge. I feel like with the tip, I need to put a little bit more pressure on it. And I think just because I'm being precautious, I probably need to speed it up a little bit because the cutting speed, I feel like, would help smooth it out a little bit. I think it did fine. I'm going to go get cleaned up with some cold water, and I'll be right back. Well, I got no nicks, weepers, gushers, bleeders, which was good. Did a nice job, you know, with the beard reduction. I feel like I need to be like right here. I got the camera off, don't I? Well, anyway, it did a nice job. I felt like it did a little bit better towards the end of the shave. So I'm just going to say, I feel like I need to work a little bit more on that edge. The soap performed flawlessly, and I'm going to do a little bit of Droid Black for the aftershave splash. This thing is getting down about halfway. Put a little too much on. Do a little star jelly. Oh yeah, so other than the normal comments, one of the things I'd like to hear from you guys, anything really, but comment below and let me know, have you tried the Cajun Blade shave soap? And does the unscented soap sound like it would be beneficial to you? I'd like to hear your thoughts or any thoughts you might have. So I'll put a picture right here of everything I used, and I'd like to say thank you for watching the video, and I am going to have a Will It Shave Wednesday video coming up. I'll see you guys. Have a good rest of your week.